The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages.
I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
Protect everyone!
Yeah, boy! Now, I don't do reaction videos, but this is an exception to the rule. Yo, hold up. You're not gonna do me like that. Yo, anyone who's been watching me play The Legend of Zelda, the series, the timelines, my theories, the whole 9 yards, when Breath of the Wild came out, I told you guys over and over, yo, come on, man. We need to get the Hateno War. We need to get that whole war in a DLC. And I'm like, either put it in a DLC or make it as a separate game. We need to see Link in his prime. We need to see him in his greatest form. And I'm like, when you just play the game and you hear the story and the lore about the Hateno War, you're like, yo, how come we don't get to see that? And now here is Nintendo and Toei teaming up with the Hyrule Warriors engine, Age of Calamity, 100 years before Breath of the Wild. So we are about to see Link go ham. I'm talking about ham his ox off the chain. It is going down. Holy smokes. Yo, oh my god. You know something? Damn, I'm too hyped right now. I need to calm down. I'm 43. I gotta relax. Become one with my inner chi. But yo, when I saw this news, and you know I really don't post stuff, I've been focusing on the team and the Valkyries and the whole 9 yards, and you know we're waiting for the new Breath of the Wild to come out. But yo, you know it'd be godlike if Nintendo uses this game to give themselves an extra year to actually finish, quote unquote, the title Breath of the Wild 2, and make that game really good by giving themselves the extra time, because I want to play this first. I've been saying I didn't want to end Breath of the Wild 1 until the DLC for this game came out. So guys like Jarion and all the other people in my Discord who rushed me, Triforce, come on, just beat Breath of the Wild. This is what I was waiting for. I did not want to beat Breath of the Wild until the Hateno War came out. Now it's out. I had already beat the game. I'm tight right now. At the same time, I'm excited because I want to see this. I want to play this game. You guys don't understand. Everything done in Breath of the Wild 1 via Link is great, but you have to remember that the version of Link you're playing, well, based on the time he's in, his ability is nowhere near on the level of what he was 100 years ago. And the fact that they're using the Hyrule Warriors engine, now we're gonna see how Link can actually fight, which is always what I liked about the Hyrule Warriors engine. It really gives you the real look at the game. Like, if Link, this is how Link would actually be able to fight. In all the Zelda games, the way Link fights in the game, I don't want to call them cumbersome. They match the engine of the game, but they don't truly express what Link is actually capable of doing. The Hyrule Warriors engine, though, they make Link so god tier. Now, when you think about how does he fight an army and these dragons and these Dodongos and like, how can he really do all of that stuff? And then when you play Hyrule Warrior, like, oh, that's how he must be fighting. So when I play like Breath of the Wild, even though I'm fighting these guys and it's in my mind, I'm imagining him how he fights in Hyrule Warriors, because that's actually how Link is supposed to actually fight. And if Link fights that way, then you'll understand why Link can just body everyone and whatnot. But man, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, man, listen to me. I've been predicting these things. In fact, I don't think I've ever been wrong about any of my predictions about Nintendo as a whole or anything in The Legend of Zelda. There's people who disagree with me on my timeline thing, but that's fine, you know. I use the in-game lore. I don't use what's written in a book or whatever. I use the in-game lore. The Legend of Zelda, in a sense, kind of reminds me of like Dragon Ball to a degree. What the author writes out versus what's executed sometimes contradicts each other. For Zelda, it's kind of different because it's executed first and then written afterwards. And the way they write these things, like Hyrule Historia, there are too many contradictions. At the end of this video, I'm gonna leave you guys my complete timeline theory. It was shot by C&D. We were at Nintendo Cade's Danny and Nintendo Cade Evelyn's house, and I did a whole 15-minute short. It was just, I had to compile it because I know people don't like watching these long 10-20 minute videos. This is too long, so I tried to make it as short as possible, which gave you my entire timeline of The Legend of Zelda all the way up to Breath of the Wild, and with explanations all in 15 minutes. And you guys will see what my timeline theory is about. But it's easy to place this game. This game is simply right before Breath of the Wild, 100 years after, so we already know where in the timeline this goes. But as more announcements are being made about this game, or anything worth me saying, okay, this is something to actually report on, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna get on and